premiered in Vienna, 1786. This singer married Priscilla Beaulieu in Las Vegas, 1967. Actress who played Aunt Sally, who was organic, was born in
April. Back
right,
April.
great. So thank you.
You're back.
If you don't manage to close your round before April the 5th, which if you're on the call talking about pitch decks now, you're probably still a little way away, then don't worry, you can always tell your investors they can backdate their investment to previously. So this is all about the art of the pitch. Everyone's who's going to be presenting is going to have, is it Neil's at 5 minutes to present?
Yes, Anthony, we're trying to define the difference between pitching and offering a pitch deck. So
okay.
Yes, it literally 5 minutes max, and we've got 6 today, so we're going to have some open forums going on later on.
All right, so very quickly, here's in 5 minutes or less from me the art of the pitch. So your goal over
you've got 10, so carry on.
It's okay. Your goal over 5 minutes is to persuade investors that they want to follow up with you. They're probably not going to, over the course of one pitch, go, I'm in and give you £50,000. They probably are going to want to follow up with you to call you later. Your goal is to get someone to get to the next meeting with you. And to do that, you're going to explain over 5 minutes a 3-act drama story. It's not about showing lots of slides. It's about telling a story. And the story starts with the problem you're looking to solve, why people are going to want what it is, how it's then, and what the mission is about. The next part of it is about perhaps showing the market size, who your competitors are, and more about the products. And the end is all about maybe you and the ask and the traction. So something like, we have an amazing new bicycle lock that will solve people's problems with bicycles being stolen. The market for bicycle locks is several billion a year, and our product is better than that for these reasons. We're looking to raise £200,000 offering SEIS and EIS. Our sales are growing at 40% month on month. Contact Anthony. And that's kind of the story. Now, you're going to make it as much drama as you can, but whatever you do, number one, don't go over the time, because people will be looking at your pitch going, they're not going to make it, they're not going to make it, they're still on the first act of the story, and it's 4 minutes in, it's going to end badly. Number two, try to have this drama teased out, so at the end, the person going, this is amazing, I want in. And if you do have traction, elevate the traction. So if you've got revenue, show the revenue. If you don't have revenue, show users. If you don't yet have users, show prototypes or user feedback or partnerships that you've got. If you don't have partnerships, talk about intended partnerships. And if not, just focus on team. So you're always going to show the traction you've got so far and where you're going to get to next. Then one last thing, which is once upon a time, you would stand at an exponential event on stage and pitch. But these days, of course, it's all on Zoom. So now the first critical seconds as you switch on your pitch are going to be really important. So for anyone who is going to be presenting tonight, if you've got a PowerPoint, set PowerPoint into read view. So it gets rid of the menu bar on the side, on the top, and the slide sorter on the side. Don't put it into, or be careful about putting it into full screen slide view, because if you have two monitors, it'll probably be on a different monitor, or it will get downsides and no one will be able to see it. So what you want is, you want it to be super slick, so that as you come on air, immediately you're screen sharing, it's full screen, because nobody will buy into your spiel about changing the world if you can't get the PowerPoint to work. So, of course, once you've got investors interested, head over to SeedLegals to complete the round. But even beforehand, you can go to SeedLegals resources deal data to see the important things about how to set the valuation, how much to raise, so that the stage of development you're at, as shown on your pitch deck, matches where investors are valuing you, and you're in sync, and then you're most likely to get a good match. So Thank you, everyone. And you can ping me, Anthony at SeedLegals.com, but you'll hear a lot more from me as feedback as we go along the evening. Thank you.
Anthony, thanks very much indeed. Folks, startups and also investors, please get in contact with Anthony. Anthony, just as you say, knock your email out there, and I'm sure you, again, as normal, get a great amount of feedback. As I said before, this is a pitch event rather than a practice pitch event and a workshop, but we do all those with Anthony and other partners, foresters, IP lawyers and such like. So if you're a startup out there and you're looking to get investment ready, our workshops are free, our pitch events are free in the sense of the practice ones. Obviously tonight is an actual one, so that's great. Now we're going to start with the winner of our last month's pitch event. Ando, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing, guys?
Right. Hey, great. Good to see you. I'll let you, I think I'll stop my video. I'll let you, you should be able to share. Yes, you've got you.
Brilliant.
Away you go, sir.
Okay, so if a picture tells 1,000 words and video 1,000 pictures, then what can we do with 1,000 videos? My name's Ando, founder, CEO, and this is Happening.
That night was epic, but these clips won't take me back again, sliding through these feeds just to see what they were capturing, saddening, because if happening, there's another way. Now I'm on this wave like the other day, swipe, this is happening, swipe, check it. Happening's the app where you create and you share content you can move around in, like taking you there. You just swipe, I make it real clear, you wanna get to know. Happening's like using Street View but with video, swipe. Here we go, swipe. Swiping through the audiences, you saw the difference. Multi-vantage videos, or just call them vivid. Swipe like you bought tickets to performances, just swipe. Right, listen, so if you rate truth or suspected fake news, why not get a second perspective and change views? Just swipe in the direction that you want to change to. Swipe and you see what they see, break it. And if you're where the party is, take you to the heart of it. You've even got pins marking out other advantages, and this is just the half of it, because after it's done, I swipe on demand if it's all the parties we run. We just swipe, starting the fun, we just swipe. So when was the last time you wanted to throw it back again? Come jump on this wave, this is happening.
Now, I could have said all of that in just a few slides, but there's a reason why the majority of people today will watch a video. With it accounting for 80% of all online traffic, it's fair to say our appetite for videos is insatiable. Yes, videos are a great way of telling compelling stories, but they can also be quite limiting. Let me ask you this. Who'd watch a video if they had a time machine, stay with me, to take them there and live or relive those experiences? Perhaps even see things they missed the first time round. Now, before you dismiss time travel as a thing of the distant future, that future is happening. So what's happening? Happening lets you interactively watch an event from any vantage at any time and from anywhere in one immersive, navigable experience. Think Google Street View, but with video. We call it multi-vantage videos, or simply Vivids. Our proprietary Vivid technology synchronizes multiple video feeds by time, location, audio-visual cues with a real-time codec. Then by integrating AR overlays, our new media format offers an immersive experience completely new to the user-generated content market, currently worth 63 billion. So whether you're physically there or stuck at home in a national lockdown, you can switch to the front row or any vantage for that point by simply swiping in the direction you want to move in. Something 3 out of 5 event goers identified as a key need according to a recent survey. But let's consider some of the wider applications, from navigating film scenes of VR to security, police body cameras, judiciary evidence, and even journalism. Because in an age of fake news, why rely on just one perspective? Yes, the possibilities are endless, but for now, we're focusing Vivid technology on the demographics where we anticipate viral growth, namely events. This because our Gen Z focus groups have all indicated they'd not only use our platform, but also encourage their friends to. And that's why we're already doing joint ventures with award-winning content creators. And with 90% of event operators considering going virtual, we've also partnered with a network of over 300 vendors desperate to get back to work, helping us to establish a 5% market footing in 4 years with a freemium model, which compared to some notable competitors is actually quite conservative. So where are we now? Having personally created an award-winning proof of concept and filed for patent protection, we've had a pretty busy Q1, including our second patent publication, securing strategic commercial partnerships, crucially completing our alpha release, which garnered significant interest among students, resulting in oversubscription to our focus groups. And we've also strengthened the team, starting with myself, 12 years engineering experience as principal consultant at BAE Systems, delivering digital transformations to major telcos, Magic Circle law firms, various other national security and government bodies. But as a proud inventor of Vivids, I'm supported by an award-winning digital strategist, record-breaking serial entrepreneurs and advisors. But in our engine room, we boast over 50 years of technical experience by some of the UK's leading technologists, including the head of cybersecurity for the Department of Transport, and the previous digital architect for the House of Parliament and Home Office. Together, we're nearing completion of an MVP that will disrupt media consumption as we know it. But this is where we need your help. We're entering into a market right when the world needs us. Because of COVID, our technology represents the best way of being somewhere without physically being there. And one of the only countermeasures against deepfake videos, which are lurking on the horizon. Our brand is disruptive, hugely memorable, and resonates with our target audience. We've secured SEIS Advanced Assurance and are raising 500,000 right now. This isn't just an exciting opportunity, this is happening. Thank you very much.
Ando, thanks very much indeed. We're gonna run on for now because we've got 6 companies tonight, so we've got a little bit of time left at the end, or quite a reasonable amount of time left at the end. Anybody out there who wants to put anything in the chat, please do so. We're running a poll as well. So again, with the favorite pitch of the night and who you'd like more information on and such like. And as I say, Ando won our last one, but I'd like to move on for now, if I can. And we're going to go to Gabriel. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
There you are, sir. Great. As I say, anybody, please reserve questions, put them in the chat. And Gabriel from TUTTI, we've met before, and welcome. So again, open floor to you, sir.
Cool. Give me 1 second. I will set up. Can you see that? Okay, getting a nod from
yeah, sorry, we can. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to admit more people. So sure. Here we go again.
Okay. Hello. That's big act to follow, Ando. That's amazing pitch. So thank you for that. So not straying too far, I'm Gabriel, the founder of TUTTI. So there are over 250,000 creatives in music, theatre, dance, film, and photography in the UK. They're always in need of inspiring spaces for various creative uses, including film shoots, rehearsals, performances, events. And people search on Google, Gumtree, and Facebook to find spaces today. But there's no way to filter for creative needs. So it can take weeks to find all potential spaces, ask them for creative details, and compare options. At the same time, there are over 150,000 non-traditional spaces that can be used for creative projects, but aren't serving those needs because they're difficult to find. We call these hidden gems. You can see one of our gems here, a former Methodist church. Our hidden gems include listed buildings, nightclubs during the day, churches, penthouses, a wide variety of spaces. These gems are absolutely perfect for short-term creative hires, but their online presences don't accurately reflect their potential, and therefore they're rarely found or considered. So we've built a solution. It's essentially Airbnb for creative spaces. We market only to creatives who can search based on their artistic requirements, and hosts get a full marketing and booking management solution that can be set up in 5 minutes with zero technical knowledge. We handle the technically challenging aspects of SEO and digital marketing to help matchmake the best spaces with perfect creatives. Our team are experts in the creative industry and technology. My family have been professional musicians for generations, and I've spent the last decade managing and delivering projects across music, film, and technology for some massive names in the industry. And James has worked as a producer at the BBC and Roundhouse for the past 8 years. We have a fantastic team of developers and 3 experienced advisors supporting us every step of the way, including Chris Howard, the founder of the creative community, The Rattle Collective, and former EIR at Techstars. So we built a basic prototype before COVID to help hidden gems list their spaces for creatives in a simplified manner. It grew 20% month over month until March 2020, when you know what happened. While the creative industries were massively affected, and TUTTI was no exception, COVID did give us an opportunity to focus on our product and pipeline rather than booking fulfillment. We've built 95% of the core functionality entirely on our own funds and curated a huge pipeline of hard to book spaces. COVID has created enormous demand for spaces post-restrictions. Creatives are eager to get back to work as soon as possible, but up to 40% of traditional spaces have run out of funds or staff and are unable to reopen. So creatives need to turn to other options. We're on track to have 500 non-traditional spaces ready for the day that all restrictions lift again. June, apparently, fingers crossed. We're working with partners such as School Space and alternative venues to list every school and military venue across London. And we have a whole collection of independent spaces from homes to studios, churches, bars, even tube carriages and a park. We're also aggressively working on optimizing our SEO so all our spaces can easily be found on any searchable site. Our business model is simple and designed to minimize sales friction for now. It's free to list and we charge 10% commission on successful bookings. We've seen bookings range from £5 an hour to $2,500 a day, most often for a couple hours, but sometimes spaces have been requested for up to a few weeks. Some creatives book as often as 2 or 3 times a week, while others will return every few months. We started with physical spaces because every creative project needs a venue at some point, whether it's for a meeting, rehearsal, photo shoot, or performance. As we fulfill bookings, we're learning when, where, and why creatives are booking spaces. This data is supporting assumptions on what other services we could help them with in the future. Things like insurance, contracts, sourcing equipment, essentially automated logistics. Creatives spent $22 billion on projects in 2019 and are expected to spend that much again by 2023. Beyond spaces, we're designing technology to save them time and money on 20 to 30% of their creative projects. While that's the big picture, our current focus is the marketplace of creative spaces. There's of course competition in this sector. TUTTI provides hidden gems with a capable and simple system that can handle the marketing, booking, and payment solution for creative bookings. This is our axis of competition. I'd be very happy to go into these competitors. A number of them are venture-backed. As the first level of restrictions has lifted, we are focused on fulfilling the influx of COVID-secure booking requests we're receiving right now. But in a few months, we'll be raising to implement the next steps of our product and expand our service beyond the M25. We're already EIS approved, thanks to SeedLegals. So let us know if you're interested, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Thank you.
Gabriel, thank you very much indeed. Again, we'll hold questions till the end, but again, anybody who wants to pop questions in there, they'll be answered through the chat as we go forward. Now, Steve, are you there? Yes, you are. I can see you. Yes, you've unmuted. That's great.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can now. Thank you. Yeah.
Steve from XEROE. Did I pronounce that right? Probably not.
XEROE. It's a small B.
XEROE. I do apologise. We've known each other for a while, so again, please share your screen. Carry on.
Okay. So I'm not clear if I'm sharing it. Have you given me permission?
You have permission. I don't have it at the moment.
I don't seem to have permission to share it.
Okay, let me check. You should have. Yeah, you should be able to share. Do you want me to move on and come back to you?
Please do now.
Have you got it?
Please carry on.
Okay, we'll move on. Again, no problems at all. Where was it going now? Where were you? 3, 4. Gareth, are you there, sir? Are you in the States or?
I'm here.
Hey. Okay, we've got you. Whereabouts are you?
I'm based in London, so.
Are you in London? Okay.
In London, yeah, so I'm gonna go straight in, shall I?
Yes, please. From EVT Media, yes?
Correct. Yeah, I'm here from EVT Media.
Okay, please carry on. Steve, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Great. Good evening, everybody. My name is Gareth, and I'm here from EVT Media, and we're a team of professionals who are revolutionizing the way that clients plan their events. But before I do that, let me take you on a journey. EVT Media are a leading event management agency, and we've been organizing logistical solutions for clients like Google for up to 4,000 people. I began my career as an event coordinator, moving to operations director in Asia Pac, and then started my company in Singapore, infiltrated to the US, and I've lived in 7 international cities and worked in 42 countries. Event planners today suffer from the complexity of a fragmented industry, where the latest tech advances are to enhance the event only. Meet Gareth. He is overwhelmed by the amount of actions that he has to do for every one of his events. His team has been cut from 10 to 2, and he spends hours planning, managing budgets, but loses the company money due to stress. He also misses family engagements as he's continually on site or in the office. He also has worked in various agencies throughout his career, which have also operated similar inefficient and outdated models. Clients are also overcharged and proposed venues to suit their company's commission agreements. What we have offered has changed. However, what we do plan in terms of planning hasn't. To solve these problems, we're building Eventi, a singular booking system to enable clients to design, budget, plan, and book their events, making event planning fun and easy. We're trying to empower event planners to bring order to chaos by managing their events through one single platform. How does Eventi work? Our turnkey solution provides clients the ability to select event suppliers to suit their requirements. They can manage their budget with flexible, tracked, and on-the-go budgeting. They can design their event with a shopping cart of event services. They can search, review, and send inquiries to suppliers, and they can plan their event with our live chat virtual planners. What's our secret sauce? Well, the Collaboration Hub is our organic growth hacker. This will be enabling us to get Eventi as you collaborate. Planners will no longer have to be in 5 places at once again. Let me tell you a little bit about the market. In 2019, it was valued at a whopping 1,135 billion. COVID saw the fall to 100 billion. However, yet 2020 has a staggering 23% market growth rate in virtual events, with more markets than ever expanding into the virtual space. The market will fully recover in 27. However, the growth share will be very different. So what does this do to our competitive landscape? There is plenty of room in the market with less players due to COVID. Digital times require a more modern, user-friendly, and affordable experience not currently provided by our competitors. How do we differentiate is that we will be first to market with an all-in-one solution, actively displaying pricing with a user interface that provides event services based on our budget. Our tracking tool is streamlined, and our virtual planning team is the first of its kind. Our pricing model is fundamentally different, based on 3 simple event packages determined by the number of attendees, with an average event fee of 15 to 17K. We will also lock in partnerships, revenue commissions, and licensing fees. So what makes us the right team? I know how to grow a profitable business and drive marketing strategies to bring in events across multiple regions and countries. Our head of operations, the Formula F1 planner with 15 years of experience, and our UX designer is a former hotel event director. In the past 2 months, we're developing the MVP whilst engaging with clients on a tailored traction questionnaire. 3 out of 4 voted that they would be interested in the Eventi platform. And we've also pitched on live business for 2022 and confirmed revenue in Q4 2021. We plan to white label the product, target prospective clients, and train the teams on how to use the platform, and have engaged in these conversations with clients already. The future for events is here, and the future is eventing. Today, we're seeking an SEIS round of 150,000 to speed up the development of the product and to our go-to-market strategy in Q1 2022. I personally invested in the product together with friends and family, and have also targeted R&D and particular grant sectors. Finally, we are determined to empower event planning, to organize chaos from a single platform, and hopefully stop event planners from pulling a few less rabbits out of their hats. If you're interested in looking at this journey, we would love to hear from you. Thank you.
Gareth, thank you very much indeed. Steve, are you back there?
Yes, I'm here now, and am I last now? Because I am used to going last, beginning with X.
No, you're not. No, you're not last. Where are we? No, we've got a couple more after you, sir. I did have you earlier, but yeah, okay. There we go.
Okay.
We got you. Right.
Right. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. XEROE is a 100% sustainable, emission-free delivery service. As you know, we work in the last mile delivery sector, and it's an increasingly growing market. We've all seen the effect of COVID, but it was growing before that anyway. It's forecast to grow another 10% per annum, and will be £10 billion in the UK by 2025. And London alone of that will be £2 billion. So imagine you're an e-commerce company that has emphasized your sustainability in your PR and your marketing. You've emphasized that all your packaging is sustainable, your products are organic. You've worked to increase sustainability throughout your supply chain, because you know that 60% of your consumers want to buy from companies that act sustainably. And equally, that 60% don't want to work with, buy from companies that don't act sustainably. So you've done all that work, you've put that investment in, you've done all that marketing, and then when the consumer finally receives your product, it's been delivered in a diesel van. Now think about your competitor who has delivered their product in an emission-free vehicle. And they've been able to do that because they've accessed the XEROE platform. We're a platform, we don't own any vehicles. It's where we put all the independent drivers and riders of emission-free vehicles into one place, so that if you want to do next day deliveries or same day delivery, you finally have access to emission-free vehicles. We developed an MVP in 2019 with the help of Bethnal Green Ventures, who did a pre-seed investment. And we trialed that in London in September, October 2019. We got proof of concept, then came COVID. So we thought we'd better get on with things anyway. So we launched in June last year, acquiring our first client, which was Bloom and Wild, the high-end florist, which does letterbox deliveries. So we started doing their deliveries just using bikes and cargo bikes, about 200 a day. And we grew that by Q3 last year. We broke even operationally. We added electric cars, vans and scooters. And we've now grown that operation to reach 100K monthly revenue. We hit that mark this month. And we've also opened in Bristol. We actually opened in Bristol today. So by the end of 2021, we want to be in 4 other cities, other UK cities, and expand in London with targets of monthly recurring revenue of 500K. We've had funding to date from BGV and the founders 30K. And with that, we've got to where we are now. We valued the company at 1.5 million. We're looking for 500K with a minimum 400K raise. We have EIS advanced assurance, but our SEIS element has already been used up. So far, we've got 345K committed, and we're seeking between 55 and 105K. Those are my contact details. I would normally say now, I'll see you at the bar for any questions afterwards, but maybe that's sometime in the future. Thank you.
Steve, thank you so much. That was great. Glad to see you've got some revenue. We'll come back to that later if we can. Sorry, I've just got to get some more people back in. There we go. Let's have a chat later on the open forum as we go forward, because to say we've only got 2 more to go tonight, and then we've got another half an hour or so plus, or an hour to go through everything. I'd encourage everybody to look at our poll, please. Obviously you can't vote for your favorite pitch till you've seen them all, but it's up there, and also companies that you'd want more information on. Now I'm going to move on to Tenzin. Are you there, sir?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, right. I'll close my video down. You should be able to share your screen. I'll keep my mic open for a second. It's all yours, sir. Do you want to share your screen? And
yeah.
Sorry, I've got a couple more people coming into the room again. By the way, everybody, just before you start, Tenzin, we are recording this. It will be available. We'll put it up, the whole video, to our YouTube account, so you can reference it later on. Okay.
Hi, can you see my slides?
Yes, we can.
Okay, just I need to remove this. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Tenzin Lekden, and I'm a founder of InvestReal Fund. So InvestReal Fund aims to become one of the biggest financial data search engines and an advanced trading platform and software analyzer for all the market participants, whether you are small retail investors or institutional investors. For now, coming into the problems into the financial industries, we know that the financial market is really big industries, and it's very complicated. And I mean, if you see the current problems, that 76.6% of the retail investors lose money in the markets, and if you ask yourself why these people lose money in the markets, you can say these people are new in the market or they don't have market knowledge. But whether you are a new in the markets or an experienced investors, everybody needs a market information. So everybody needs a market data to make a better investment decisions. But these retail investors cannot afford those informations at the professional level. And there is also a huge technological gap between the retail investors and the institutional investors, and which is costing them a huge money. So there is, in terms of informations and in terms of technological difference, there is a huge the problem that the retail investors are facing. So we are going to come up with the 3 different products. First one with the mobile applications, a basic mobile applications, and then with the on subscriptions, we'll have a super app terminals. And then for the heavy volume traders and for corporates and financial institutions, we will bring an advanced software real-time market analyzers. Some of the basic features for the basic standard mobile apps will have a 0 commissions, trade orders, easy to use, basic, anyone can access those applications. And for super terminals app, we'll have an in-depth fundamental technical analysis, and you can track the competitors' analysis as well. And for the advanced system software is designed for the high volume traders like corporates and banks and the hedge funds, and they will have a real-time news and quotes and super fast like investment platform. So this is a basic the models at the moment. Like for the mobile apps, it's a freemium, and then we have a super app terminals on subscriptions, 9.2 per month. And for the advanced system software, it's gonna on the lease we'll have £920 per month per system. Secure when it comes to security is like it's really important. Like when it comes to people's identity and the money, so we are considering all the factors for making safety issues and for the two-factor authentications. At the moment, we are partners with the AWS, Stripes, and iTech. And AWS will play a key role for the data storage on the cloud-based systems. And for the Stripes, we have access for the Stripe payments, electronic payments, and business account services. And iTech are the leading software developers across different sectors. So this will process and app developments. And they have a good understanding and experience in the fintech industries as well. And financial, at the moment, as for the 2020 market size by the revenues, financial data market size has reported like $27 billion with the US market size itself only 15.7 billion. And in there, like the major players are Bloomberg's with 33% revenue and Econs with 23%, followed by Capitals, IQs, and FatSets. So these are the main competitors at the moment in terms of the applications, mobile applications, Trading 212, plus 500 plums, and there's free trades in the UK. And in terms of powerful software, we have Bloomberg Markets, Business Cons, and Econs. So in the competitor analysis, the Trading 212 and free trades, they have comparatively very poor desktop functionalities and low, like the product portfolios at the moment, and they're very new in the market. And for the Bloombergs, for the heavy software analyzers, they're really expensive and really complicated to understand for the new users. So which we are going to cover for all the market participant. So in terms of market segments, we have differentiated into 4 different market segments as we are going to access to all the financial markets participants, whether you are a small retail individual investors to a big corporates or a semi-professionals who wants to do like day tradings, in their own homes. So everyone wants to have the information as fast and as accurate as possible, for trading. And we're gonna have an advanced software which is not only give them an information, but also in the less cost. And in terms of market opportunities, there's a huge opportunity. As you can see, the global volume of traded till now, it's recorded like 50 trillion pounds in 2019. And with the generation wise, the most likely to invest is increasing with the generation D 75%. So these are the basic roadmap plans from 12 months to like 60 months, which is a 5 years plan. So at the end of the 5 years, we are planning on to reach more than 5 million downloads, the mobile users, with the super app users subscriptions of 250K. And
right, Tenzin, thanks very much. I mean, can you close this out quickly, because we only got 5 minutes on this one.
Okay, so I'm nearly done now. So these are so this is the 5 years the projections by the revenue for all the 3 different services, and with the net profit of projections of 49 millions by the end of 5th year. So weakness and strength. Weakness, so now we are new in the markets and we still have some team gaps at the moment that needs to fill. And strength-wise, with the good pricing strategies and highly demand services and product, and the pricing and technological and data-driven platform. So at the moment, so I'm the only sole founders with looking forward to hire the right team for the right roles. for 2 data scientists and 2 backend developers.
Sorry, Tenzin, look, you're going over. I'll give you 20 seconds. Kill it, yeah.
It's just last one. So these are the funding which I'm seeking at the moment, like for the basic 50K for the licensing costs and app developments to super app terminals. And the milestones we are planning on for the advanced system software. Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed. Right. Can you stop sharing your screen? Thank you. We'll come back to your questions later. Arun, where are you? Can you stop sharing your screen, please?
Still sharing.
Thank you. Arun, hey, there you are. Good to see you again, sir. Can you hear me? We can't hear you, Arun. See your screen, can't hear you.
Sorry, apologies.
Hey, there you are. Okay, fine. Off you go.
All right, lovely.
Arun for Foodies, folks.
Foodies. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Arun. Well, just to give an introduction about myself, I'm a professional chef for 25 years. I've been a master chef quarter finalist in professional 2010 as well. So food is in my blood. So that's why you can see the name Foodies. The Foodies is an automated food retail company, and I founded this company in 2019. Yeah, automated retail company. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to make fresh food accessible 24/7 to businesses through our fully automated machines and smart fridges. So that is our mission. The Foodies, what we are doing is we are having 2 verticals. One of the vertical is like we got the vending machine, we got the automated machine. Sorry, apologies for that vending machine. We don't want to call vending machine. So the automated machines on the smart fridges will be provided to companies in construction sites. That's one of the verticals. The second vertical, what we're going to do is we're going to be building a fully automated food retail store. So the problem, imagine if you work in an office and then you want to grab a lunch. I mean, the lunch is very poor. There's not many choices. Imagine you're working late. There's not many choices again. So what we're trying to solve is provide a healthy, fresh, good quality food from different food brands available in an office 24/7 through our automated machines. So that is the problem what we're trying to solve. Our machines are quite advanced, so it's stocked daily. We've got a huge selection of meals available in our machine, not just the meals, but healthy snacks, healthy drinks. And the way we work as a business model is we provide this machine completely zero cost to the businesses. And it's completely digital payments and it's available 24/7. So technically what we wanted to do to the market is a canteen setup without the traditional canteen cost, and the food is available 24/7. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So yeah, hello, I think the noise is gone. Hello?
We can hear you, carry on.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, carry on.
Let me try and...
it just went blank. Yeah.
I don't know if somebody's muting or something. Let me check it out.
Previous person, Neil, did a share, I think.
Yeah, so it just went completely blank. Anyway, so the canteen setup with the traditional canteen cost is what we are trying to achieve and penetrate into the market. We got 2 products. One is the machine, and then we also built a smart fridge. This is the smartest of the smart fridge, which works with facial recognition. So the way it works is like you walk in front of the machine knows it's you. So, and it opens up the fridge. So you can open the fridge, you can pick up whatever food you want and close the fridge, and you can just walk out. You don't need to bring in your phone. You don't need a wallet. All you just walk up, pick up and go. and it's really, really smart. It works with facial recognition. And I mean, this is the technology which we build, which we are providing it to smaller companies, anything between 30 to 100 staff. Again, as I explained, you just walk and pick up and go. Again, this is the most advanced automated food machines in the UK, which stores a lot of food, fresh food, ready to eat. So we got 4 machines. One is a large machine, which we provide, which are providing free to companies of 150 plus, and then the smart fridge, which we are giving it to anything between 30 to 150. And we got an automated coffee machine and also a smaller machine for smaller companies. So the current position, we've been trading since October 20 last year, and we are working with 2 construction companies, and we've generated 65,000 sales, and we are also in discussion with a few other large companies. The new contracts, we are talking with Bouygues managing director to put our FUDDIES machine in most of their clients. So they're one of the biggest clients we have. And we are also speaking with Skanska. So again, a big construction company in the UK. So again, we are speaking with putting our machines in multiple sites, Sodexo. And in fact, today morning, which is a fantastic news, is like we had a discussion with Sodexo, who really loved our technology, loved our machines, and they would love to partner with FUDDIES. But in a couple of weeks, we will know if that partnership goes through, which is a killer deal. So we're just waiting for that, and they love the product. We're just waiting for it to sign. And also we are speaking with other companies which are quite interested. We're waiting for the COVID restriction to finish so we can get into that. So the key achievements, we've done £65,000 sales with just 2 machines, with an average sales of £2,500 per week, 1,800 transactions a day at an average transaction of £2.78. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to get more machines and deploy them in more offices and construction sites and get the revenue coming through. Again, as you can see, we've done a split of 55% on food and snacks and 45% on the drinks. So the market opportunity, if you look at London and Southeast, there's around 27,000 companies between 50 and 250 employees. So we are targeting around 375 to 400 companies in the next 5 years, which is just like 1.5% of the available market. When we cater 400 companies, we will be hitting a turnover of £17 million per annum in year 5, 400 companies. So business model is like average transaction value of £2.50 and 80 transactions per day, 375 machines, and turning around 117.7 million with 51% gross profit margin and an EBITDA of 9.1 million in year 5. So that is one of the verticals. The second vertical, we are opening a fully automated retail shop. You must have seen Amazon Fresh. So we are using pretty much a similar technology to open up our first shop. We want to be the leader in an automated retail space. So this is how we got on our app. So people download our app, they use the facial recognition, they walk into the shop knows it's you. You just walk into the shop, pick up whatever food you want, and you just walk out. Everything else is automated. So we'll be opening the shop after the investment somewhere around in July. We're putting everything in place at the moment. So the shop model is a very unique model. It's a unique marketplace. So what we are trying to do, we are not like a retailer like a Waitrose or an Amazon or anything. So what we are trying to do is it is a food market, food shop. So what we are doing is we are working in partner with food brands like Wagamama, Nando's, Wasabi, Yo Sushi, Leon. So imagine a shop where you walk in, you get multiple brands under one roof. So you walk in for a breakfast, you can pick up a Gale's croissant or a croissant from Pret, or you come in for lunch, you can pick up a sandwich from Yo Sushi or Pret, you come in for dinner. So it is like a shopping mall inside our foodie shop. So it's a very unique model. So where we benefit the individual brands. If you look at the current situation, most of the restaurants are struggling. So what we are going to provide them is an additional revenue stream for them to sell their food in our shop. And for the consumer, it's benefit because if they want Wagamama, they don't have to run around because everything is all under one roof. So which is a very, very unique model which we are building. As you know, food retail market is worth 205 billion, and Amazon Fresh is leading the way with an automated retail. And Foodies, we want to follow on to become one of the leading player in the automated retail space. The business model is pretty much average transaction between £3 to £5. We are looking at 500 transactions a day, 100 shops in year 5, turning over 38 million with an EBITDA of 150k EBITDA per shop. We are looking for a pre-seed capital of 350k with equity of 1.98 million pre-money valuation at a 15% stake. We have SEIS and EIS eligible. We are looking for a lead angel. We are also going crowdfunding on Seeders. We are looking for a lead angel to come up and then push the campaign and raise the funds and open up our shop to become one of the leaders. So the value proposition is zero cost to the businesses, fresh meal available 24/7, convenience, user experience for the consumers, and our shop will be available 24/7, walk up, pick up and go. So we got the advantages of first mover advantage with our technology and the shop. And we are positioning ourselves between the convenience and fresh and healthy and the low cost. So Foodies is going to be a very unique position in the market between all the brands. So the team, Simon Esner, the director of Baxter Story, he joined us as an NED, and he's helping us to procure, to talk to businesses and getting all the big corporate contracts. So he's helping us with the big thing. And yesterday we spoke with Eric. He's the vice president of TGI Fridays. He's coming on board Foodies, and he's going to help us push the shop model, getting multiple brands coming on board, with Simon Esner focusing on companies and getting the contract from companies, whereas Eric focusing on the brands for the shops. And then we have a solid team, pushing forward to make this a great, successful business. So the financial projections at the moment, we got 2 machines trading, and this 2021 we are looking at 2 shops and then 22 machines going forward to 100 shops in year 5 with 400 machines, with the turnover of 55 million and an EBITDA of 10 million. Use of funds, most of the stuff we are going to do the infrastructure cost and the cost of the machines. So the way we are looking at, when we have 100 shops open in the next 5 years, so we will be turning around an EBITDA of 10 million, which could possibly selling up to 100 million. So the potential buyer for early angel to come back is looking at that, scale the business. Eventually we could be selling the business to Amazon or Sodexo. Sodexo is quite interested in investing in our business as well, or Tesco or Waitrose could acquire us in year 5 or year 10. So pioneering, innovative, and automated food retail shop is what Foodies is. So if you've got any questions, please give me a shout. Thank you.
Great. No, thanks very much indeed. Now, folks, obviously there's a lot out there. Please have a look at our poll, because now we've finished in the sense of the pitches and vote. Any questions for anybody from my guys out there? Maybe Dan, you've normally got a few questions for somebody, so.
Someone's asked what type of food is available in the vending machine. Can I answer?
Yeah, of course you can. Look, we're now going to run a sort of half an hour open question thing, yeah?
So the machine store cold foods. The cold foods are basically, it can store any food. At the moment, we are storing salads, sandwiches, wrap, baguettes, curries, pastas, noodles. It's pretty much anything you want. Well, at the moment, we are serving construction companies, so they want big baguettes and things like that. But if there is a company who wants more of a salad, we can do the salad. The machine vents cold food, so you can pick it up and ping it in the microwave, and then you can have them. So I mean, that's the kind of food which we are serving.
I mean, even the machines in Asia don't go for the salads, so it's kind of interesting you've decided to go down that route. In Korea, for instance, the Korean machines, I mean, don't tend to go for salads.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what the market needs. I mean, if I put my machine in an office where there's 50% women, for example, they will need more salad. So I mean, the machine is the machine, so I can put in anything I want, and I can sell it. It depends based on the demand of the customer.
Okay. And the machines used in, I mean, the machines used for supermarkets, they were tried as well within places like Japan and stuff as well. Didn't they close a lot of them down?
It's a big thing in Japan and Singapore and California, but it's not been tested in the UK, and that's why we want to come into the space of automated retail in the UK, and we want to be a leader in the UK, because if you go to Japan, every street, apparently there is a one vending machine per 43 person in Japan. Whereas in the UK, we got 500,000 vending machines selling crisp and fizzy drinks, but we want to change that into a healthy food in an office environment.
Okay.
I have a question for Anthony about the backdating of the SEIS allowance, because I'm rushing around at the moment trying to close by tomorrow the SEIS element of our investment. And it's the first I've heard that you can actually backdate it.
You might have lost Anthony.
Yeah, I'm not sure there, folks. Sorry. Best thing Steve can do is email him, yeah?
Okay, will do.
What's the question you've got of him? Whether you can do it? You can do it.
Yes, he said you could do it. I didn't know you could. My investor doesn't seem to think so. They're running around trying to get everything in place for Thursday.
Well, your accounts can be done. Yeah, you've got to have it all. You can't change your financial year, so to speak.
I think you can backdate the SEIS as well.
Backdate it, yeah.
Let your investor get everything ready, and then tell them the solution afterwards. get your money in first, and then tell them you've pulled a rabbit out of the hat for them.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think it's backdatable as well. You can choose which year it goes into, but don't quote me on that.
By the way, some great pictures, everyone.
Yeah. Where's Gareth? Are you still there?
I'm still here. Yeah. I'm here.
How can we work together on our events with you?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, that's a really great opportunity there. I was thinking about that earlier on today when I was following up with you. You know, there's definitely some opportunity there to take offline and discuss with you for sure. Especially as the events world is about to start opening up. I think you know, there's some.
Yeah, definitely. I you know, Craig, who's on here as well as I, it would certainly be interesting talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to have that conversation. And yeah, there's lots of things I've seen actually that would really be great just to brainstorm and give you some thoughts and some ideas around, you know, future events and funding programs and things like that. So
yeah, definitely. We can help you. You can help us. That'd be fantastic. We're looking at sporting events and events on yachts and stuff like that. Yeah. So it'd be great. And also the other event guy, you know, who's that? Not Andy. Ando.
Gabriel.
Yay, you.
Yes,
sir. Can we do events in theatres? I'm really keen to do some stuff in theatres.
Yep, we got lots of theatres.
Yeah.
We'd love to have events.
In London?
In London.
Aye, definitely. I'm all over that, yeah.
It's interesting. There's a lot of sort of event focused.
We can all tie up together. It's perfect, yeah.
Honestly, because I mean, there's an influx coming, and with the amount of cancellation or postponements rather over the previous months, there are some startups here that are really going to have a good time and I guess experience a nice level of growth. So yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting that there's differences, but there's synergy. And I'd love to be able to do an afternoon theatre event, not for a theatre, but for, you know, like, I don't know, a sports star on the stage talking or something like that. Yeah.
I mean,
and have you, Gareth, but also you, Endo, flick it. It would just be phenomenal.
I think sporting events are going to be some of the first to come back. The consumer events will be for sure. I think corporate is going to be a slow pace wins the race. You know, as we as we lean in more now. We've been in phase 2, which is like, you know, virtual, from live to virtual. Now we've gone virtual to hybrid, and we're going hybrid to live. You know, it's really structured recovery process going on. But yeah, I think these are really engaging conversations.
Yeah, definitely. Because what we want to do is like do yacht events and like, you know, such like not say limited, but high-end events for corporates to say, I don't know, you're into rugby, we've got a rugby star on board, boom, we're going to do, you know, a lunch with a rugby player or a footballer or whatever it might be.
Yeah, interestingly, actually, the live stuff that I was talking about in my presentation was, we've just pitched on an event called Legacy around the world, starting in 2022, which are all on based on super yachts in 6 different locations.
Okay.
It's definitely super yacht season, and so I think definitely, you know, and I think also the other thing to say with super yachts, it's one of the safest places to hold an event. So being on water and environment as well. So from a health and safety point of view, actually requirements are a little bit more lenient as opposed to, you know, being in a venue. So, you know, there's definitely a safety factor there as well.
Yeah, no, Gareth, I mean, I'm all over that, and we'll definitely talk about that. And
I've got your contact details, so I'll give.
Yeah, of course you have. Yeah, I mean, because, you know, we're looking to do those in Singapore, Dubai. Craig's in Dubai. Normally I'm in Phuket, but not at the moment because I can't get there. But Singapore, something like that. Perfect.
You know, just conscious before we wrap up, Gareth, something I was going to say to you was by the way, you told a nice story with your pitch. By the way, I thought that was fantastic. It was really good. So yeah. But if you're going to have an ex-F1 planner on there, you should actually, you know, ex-F1 planner in the team, you should have it on the slide, you know, make it more relevant. I think the team, you just got people, and they may be great and they may be good looking, but it didn't say to me, you know, so what background, you know, you said what they do, not what their background is, what their experience is, what they bring to the table.
Great. Yeah, no, that's really good feedback. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's that's very, very valid. So
great use of personas, by the way, if everyone else is listening, you know, it was perfect use of personas, I thought.
Yeah. I just think the great thing about these events is, like, you know, everybody's got a chance to look at potential investments. We've got a chance to look at potential partners, and, you know, it is great going forward. And as I say, you know, with Ando, definitely, well, more or less everybody on here tonight, you know, we've got an interest. But the whole point of, like, the pitching side of it is you've got to get out and pitch as much as you can to try and raise money for your startup. But it's also a question of, like, contacting people like myself, Dan, Craig, Anthony, you know, people are on here who can introduce you to guys that are going to go, oh, yeah, I like this chap because I've been talking to him, have a word with him. And that's where your money comes from. Yeah. It's a never-ending journey, I'm afraid, raising capital. But at the same time, it builds the confidence, the bridges, and everything else. And I will certainly be speaking to a number of, you know, you guys who've pitched tonight. And I'm sure you're going to get some contacts from people who've been on the event tonight. Yeah. So
Ando,
if anybody
you
else,
back, by the way,
sorry, yeah, go, sorry.
Ando, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I preferred your first pitch, if you want the truth.
Oh, you're killing me, Dan. You're killing me.
I think when I saw you before, But I mean, that's partly because you know, it was a great pitch, but you start getting critical and zoning in on it. But that video you've got,
I'd go with that tonight as well, and as well. You've got to, I don't know, what's the word? Not too in depth. Go back to basics. You were better. I'm not sure where you. I'm not sure where you stand in the polls at the moment. I'm not going to tell you either. Hang on a minute.
Your video is all that swipe.
Let me have a quick look.
It's called Swipe.
Well, I actually wanted to share. So my name's Hannah, but I thought it was because I haven't seen your other pitch, but I thought that was amazing because you stood out because of how you speak and your enthusiasm. Like with some, I kind of got distracted because within their tone of voice, like there wasn't anything there, but you kept my gaze. Like I wasn't even I was looking at the video, but I was also looking at you and how you were speaking. I think that's like really important. And I'm learning myself, but I thought that was.
Hey Anna, we're here to help you.
I know. I'm sorry. Right? I just thought I'd give another perspective.
I hate to say this, right? But he's won the vote again.
Oh, that's too kind. Thank you, Hannah. I think Hannah might have convinced him.
Tone of voice is good, but your messaging can be improved. When I was getting down to it, I was thinking, you haven't told me about enough about the product, how you reach your customers about it, the price point.
Yeah. So interestingly, if anybody's interested, I do have a full pitch deck where I go into greater depth and sort of the business model and I'll go to market strategy. So do feel free to reach out to me. What I try to do in sort of sessions like this is just pique enough interest for people to want to book a call with me. Yeah, guys, I think that's the most I could do with 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course, Ando, that's right. But I think Dan's right as well. The one before was the best.
Yeah, I can accept that actually. Cheers.
Yeah. And we're with you on your journey. As much as we can help you, we will.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
For what it's worth, I think they've been a bit harsh, and I thought it was really good. Never you mind those two. They don't know nothing.
Thank you, Craig. Much appreciated.
Don't worry, I got your back.
Any feedback on FUDDIES?
I don't know what's in the chat. I can't. I'm flicking on the chats at the moment.
Good sales, I think, considering you've only been going for considering that.
Yeah, I think, Aaron, I think you're on to a winner.
I was well impressed by your experience.
I like the breakdown of cost. It's too busy, that cost slide. But I do like to see breakdown of cost, but I just felt that slide was too busy.
But I think you've certainly, because your model's changed as well from when we first spoke, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's changed a bit. We're getting some good contacts.
Yeah, well, you will do on that way. It's like it's Amazon, the same thing. And if you can get in there and take part of that, yeah, you've got a business model, full stop.
Yeah. I mean, if Sodexo comes on board, that changes the whole game.
Yeah. No, Aaron, I love it. As I say, it's changed from the start, but then again, that's the beauty of entrepreneurs. They jig things around and they go, oh, what's the market here? What's this, that now? And yeah, love it. Really do. Yeah.
I think with the guys though, like and Daniel said, it's hard to get to the bottom of what your financial model is in that 5-minute pitch. And when it gets to the slide with the revenue streams, like Daniel said, it's a bit complicated for people to wrap their head around quickly. I think in your full presentation, people will get it. But in that 5-minute pitch, it's not enough time for you to understand what's going on.
No. I think the whole point of a 5-minute pitch is like sell the idea, you don't need to put your necessary financials up and what the market's worth and everything else. It's just get that idea out. And 99% of the people who pitch with us, who we get pitch decks through and everything else, you know, don't do that. And that's, I suppose it's a knock on, it's not a knock on them, but because you're trying to explain everything in 2 seconds. And it's like the elevator pitch. It's like, what do? I'm changing this, I'm doing that, or whatever the case is. Then you get the interest. Then you can send them and talk to them and do, you know, your actual pitch. Right? Which is why we do these pitch events, the actual pitch events like tonight, but like practice your pitch, because we'll go, knock that out, do that, do this, and give it to us in 3 to 4 or 5 minutes. You know? And that's not a knock on anybody here.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, good. Sorry, I will.
Sorry, it's oh, Aaron, I've lost you.
Rolly, he's on the phone.
Craig, carry on for a second. But,
hold on, I'm just reading.
I've just got to have a comfort break.
No problem. Does anyone have any other questions for the people who've pitched tonight on the actual businesses themselves that they want to get to the bottom of whilst we're on here? If you don't want to speak, you can pop in the chat and we can take it from there. Don't everybody speak out at once. Don't pretend you're shy now.
Yeah.
See, Dan, this is what happened if there was no alcohol involved. Does everyone need to get up and go to the fridge and get a beer so that they can speak out?
Can I say something?
Sure, crack on.
I've just put it on the message, but I work with an organisation that promotes collaboration between the UK and Africa, trying to get entrepreneurial activity happening in Africa. There's a World Economic Congress plan to get Africa to be the next destination of choice instead of China and America in the next 10 years. So I always promote, what about Africa? That's a question to all pitchers. Do you want to invest your ideas and services into Africa?
I'd love to connect, Anders. I don't know if you've got a LinkedIn in the chat, but I'd love to connect.
I've got all your details and I've got everyone's details actually, so I'll be connecting with everyone in this week, not necessarily in the next 24 hours, but this week.
No problem. Cheers.
Anyone else? What do they do? Well, everyone's going quiet. We're thinking about having their tea.
Yeah, this is hi everyone. This is Gareth. Yeah, I think that would be great to hear about what that segment is. I mean, the great thing with what we're doing is that we're virtual. You know, we're taking a space that's been completely functional and making it virtual. So I definitely would love to reach out and hear what the African market is proposing and how they see that going. You know, it's a huge population for the event in particular. So, yeah, do reach out.
I'll just say one more thing. I've just come out of 3 years of extremely deep depression. I was actually paralyzed for 7 months of it, so I could only communicate by text message for 7 months. So I understand the power of the brain intimately. So 80% of my entrepreneurial activity going forwards is around mental health, but I don't forget my other expertise is business improvement. And business collaboration, so I'll keep doing that. But in terms of me, I'm starting an adventure next year from the North Pole to the South Pole. I plan there to be the biggest music festivals covering 2 to 3 years and business promotion on the whole journey. So I'll be in touch with you all.
Anders, if you're still there, I'm a judge on the Tech for Good Awards. Seems to be some feedback on the live. I'll put the link in the chat. You can, you might want to find out what's going on in there. This Tech for Good judge with the Beeb and Google. Be worth.
I'm here. I say it's only since December 20 that my brain has started working again. So I only learnt how to use
That's
phones
a hell of a
again.
story. I'd be interested to know what technology you've been using as well.
Well, I say I've only learned how to use phones again in the last 3 months. I've only learned how to use computers again in the last 3 months. So just being on this call to you all was something I couldn't do 3 months ago. So it's quite a journey.
Oh, good to have you on board.
Congratulations, that's great.
Thank you.
One thing we're doing, and I sort of Craig's mentioned it, but going forward, we're just about to launch the Exponential Business Club, which is going to be for want of a better word, a regular payment into a club which you will get shares in startup companies gifted to you, plus other benefits like free events and such like as we open up again. So we're looking forward to launching that. The basic membership's free, which will give you access to look at investment opportunities in startups and such like, through to, I don't know, 400, 800, 1,200 pound a month, different, shall we call it, membership options. So we're encouraging, again, on the poll, anybody interested in that, please let us know. And what that will do is allow us to probably invest something like 100, 200,000 pounds a month into startups that we feel are great, for want of a better word, and you'll get gifted shares in them as you go forward, and plus a secondary market option as well, which means you can actually trade them, which is unheard of in the startup field. So again, please contact me with any of info or what you want to know about that. Any other questions for anybody? Anybody want to come in and talk?
Hi Neil, my name is Adam. I am the founder of Innovation for Health. It's a UK health tech startup company. We've recently launched the app at Chelsea Westminster Hospital. We're looking to scale the technology across 10 hospitals by Q4 in December 2021. I've been at the events before, but I think post-closure of the COVID, it was more or less working from home. So I have been talking to different investors to see how we can actually scale the technology and the program.
Okay, great. I mean, look, we're here. You're probably better to come into our workshop program, which is free, and also a practice pitch event, which is also free, with a view then of getting it right, or getting whatever you're offering exactly right, and then putting it out to the pitch network.
Sure, sounds like a plan. Is that on the 6th of April? Is that the date?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That was actually Roses there. All right, got it. That's the one.
Yeah. I mean, we're here to help people. You know, at the moment we're only charging £100 for people to actually pitch an event to investors. That's not what it's all about. It's about gathering companies we like, investors like, introducing them to our network as well. Yeah. So we might have had 70, 80 people come through tonight. on the event, but our network is 10,000 plus people. Yeah.
Right, good to know.
Yeah.
And is there opportunity for SEIS and EIS investment with VCTs or?
Absolutely. We would more or less, I don't know, not insist on it. Well, I suppose it's the wrong word, but if you're trying to raise capital, then, you know, whether it's through SeedLegals or whatever way you've done it, if you don't have SEIS and EIS as a UK company, you're trying to raise money in the UK.
Right. No, we already SEIS.
Okay, fine. Otherwise, you're like, you know, you're 90% disadvantaged. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, we have been approved already. It's almost like trying to sort of see the right kind of investors to actually partner along with, because it is a sort of a long journey rather than the short term.
Exactly. And, you know, we can help you get that message over. Again, with investors, if I invested, yes, I'd want a 50% tax break or a 30% tax break, just in case it went tits, yeah?
No, absolutely.
Which is i.e. the SEIS or EIS.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's all the time, but very much, yeah.
Product in the Chelsea play. So that's how it was posted. And what we're trying to do is to see how we can actually get all the employees frontline within the healthcare workforce to be able to openly discuss the sort of opportunities and difficulties that they face in those changing climates, such as the post-COVID and different kind of future crisis that may even arise. So it's just sort of, the timing could not be even more perfect to actually more
Look, drop me a line, and, you know, as much as I'll type my, it's not in here. It's everybody, I'll put my email in. Look, if you register on here, I'll send you an email out tomorrow. It's got all everything on it. Yeah.
All right, cool. Do that. Thanks.
And just get in contact with me, and we can help you as much as we can. Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. You know, we're not here for, we're going to give you the world or anything else. Yeah, we can help you as much as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Yeah. Ian, how are you? Do you got anything you want to mention or?
No, Neil. I enjoy all of these sessions. I'm learning as I go along. They're great.
I'm having a glass of wine.
Yeah, I shall go and have one shortly. But they really are terrific, and the fact that they're free is just quite extraordinary. So you guys are doing a terrific job, and I'm I'm just learning every time. Some great presentations tonight. So thank you very much for those.
No problems at all. Anybody else want to come in? We've got, I don't know, a couple of minutes left. Dan, I'll see you. Well, I'll talk to you next week or tomorrow even.
Yeah. You still got quite an audience, even though they're not speaking.
Yeah, I know. So look, we're here to help. This thing can run on, so come forward.
I'll be brave because I'm being so brave today anyway. What's another bit of bravery? So for the past 3 years, even though I was in deep depression, I somehow managed to start up and run a mental health peer support group in Manchester and Cheshire. I personally, over 3 years, helped over 500 people. Some just with a bit of direction here and there. Some I dedicated weeks of my life to get out of crisis and save a few lives. Now, one thing with people with deep depression, many of them are creatives. Many of them are extremely intelligent, and many of them have ideas about what they'd like to do with life, but they lack confidence in staying alive, let alone building a business. So based on what I've heard tonight, it's the first time I've been on a pitch event in my life. I don't even know what SEIS or EIS stands for, to be honest. But there was great opportunities I can see now to get in contact with you, Neil, and the other guy whose name I can't remember, just to discuss what we can do to try to find, if only hope and inspiration, even funding to try and get some of these creatives out of very deep holes, back into life again, and then even into developing some very successful businesses. So it's been quite an evening for me.
I'd love, look, please get hold of me.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
It's not something I'd considered, but I'm all over it.
It's
about. I'd like to introduce you to Spec the Good team as well. To see if we can.
It's fundamentally about saving lives. This. It's not. This is not me just selling you a sob story. This is real life. So I've shared a story in the text about how you can change the letters of my name to create a single word. That's come from the person who is an ex-world Scrabble champion, the only British person to do so. He was Countdown Champion of Champions for 2 years. He produced the show for 10 years. He's been in a difficult place and he's come out the other side. I've helped him to start up a new business, just doing talks about himself. He's hilarious when he talks. He's just one example of hundreds. So it's about saving lives, not just about creating a profitable business. And that's what I'm about.
Please.
Sorry, it's Adam. Sorry, I'd like to follow on from Anders. I think he's been incredibly brave there to say what he said tonight. So very well done. I know many people that wouldn't have spoken up, but very well done on doing so. Thank you for that. And also just to Neil and others, when is the next event just like this? And by the way, I've only put my camera on pre-haircut because of Anders.
I think our next, we run 3 events a month. We run this one, which is normally the last Tuesday of every month. We run a practice pitch and a workshop, which run 2 weeks after each other. So I think the practice pitch is the first Tuesday of the month, the workshops the second Wednesday of the month, and then the actual pitch event is the last Tuesday of each month. Yeah,
great. Thank you very much.
If you go onto our Exponential Events, and I'll send you a thing on .com. All our events are on there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I just share one other very inspirational thing. I hadn't realised quite how much I do until I sat back and thought about it today. But through this British African Business Alliance work I do, I got connected with a guy in Nigeria who's setting up the Cattle Ranching Association of Nigeria in order to encourage restaurants and the like to buy beef from within Nigeria, not to export it into Nigeria. By getting connected with him, I've somehow got myself into a position where I'm going to be leading a workshop in June in Nigeria to bring peace between the ranchers, the farmers, and the herdsmen. Tens of thousands have died in the last 5 to 10 years. And I'm not quite sure how I've done it, but I'm ending up now leading a mission and a workshop to develop a strategic plan to bring peace to Nigeria. So this is what I do. I don't know how I do it. I'm bloody good at it, connecting people and bringing focus on certain things. I don't even know how to make money from it, to be honest.
And look, drop me a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've got something, sorry, and stay away from one second. If you've got something that's good, yeah, I can get you on the BBC News. No problems at all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
That's incredible, by the way. I know that conflict quite well. That is, take me doffing my hat if I had one on at the moment.
But look, I mean, just in the last 3 weeks, I've got a task force that has a spokesman for the Fulani herdsmen, a barrister and big farmer, the Secretary General of the Ranchers Association, and others. They're on the same team. They all want the same thing. They all want peace. They all want prosperity. But nobody's thought about bringing them together and putting them in the same room before. So it's just what I do. I'll shut up now.
No, thanks very much. Look, touch base with me. I'll get you on the breakfast news.
Well, on that note, I was actually wondering, you asked if people will have something to say. I don't have a pitch per se, but I was wondering if there is any ventures or how often is businesses or agribusiness startups related to Africa that you find in this forum. And thank you for doing this free of charge. I know it is not, people are talking mostly of tech, blue tech, all this stuff, but there are some of us who are concerned actually with subsistence level, trying to grow foods, and nutritional or increased nutritional value of foods. And we have ideas, we're trying to get them in, to get them going. It's kind of hard. You have to align with development institutions, and development institution financing is very hard. It's always go through grants and stuff like that. So you may sometimes want to venture with people who can just invest in the business aspect of it. That's why I'm here. It's just by accident that I saw this on LinkedIn. I'm like, okay, come on, let's give it a try. Perhaps we'll find some people who will be interested. So thank you very much, Anders, for talking about the things that really matters about life. I am in the subsistence, actually food security field, and I would love to talk to some people who will be willing, and maybe I'll know people who invest in that.
Yeah, we're here to help everybody. Yeah. I've got guys who will invest in India, Africa all day long. Yeah. And can introduce you again, same thing as before. Feel good factors, fantastic. Certain amount of resistance to a certain extent from various people, but then again, I know funds, African funds, Mauritian funds, everything else, who will just pour money into Africa. Yeah. And if the deal's right, yeah, happy to introduce you. It's no problem at all.
Well, we have your contact. Definitely, I sent my invitation on LinkedIn to several of you. So please, if you see a funny name like Mamadou, just don't sing it, only click on accept.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Okay. No. Anybody else want to sort of run on a closing statement? We have a little bit of networking here going on, so. Well, we're going to close the meeting down, say thanks very much for everybody. Hannah, hello. Do you want to ask any questions?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I was it's my first time on here, so I was unsure what to expect. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly still on the format with the pictures. Like, is it like even with the presentations, usually I would have my pitch separate from presentations because usually they're quite long. So when I was watching all of you, I was a bit like, oh geez, I didn't have any presentations here with me now. Usually they take a long time to go over the values and the numbers and showing.
Sorry, let me interrupt you for 2 seconds. Are you looking at raising some capital?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Okay.
I am looking to expand.
My advice to you then: go to exponential-events.com and sign up for our next Practice Your Pitch event.
Cool.
Which is free.
So how long have you all been networking for?
We've been doing events in London since 2017.
Okay.
Right. My background is not events, it's private equity. And so is my partner in Dubai. Okay. So what we do is we go, okay, come and join us. And we go, you pitch for like 5 minutes. We go,
Mhm.
That was terrible. Right? Do this, do that. And you go, okay. And then you come and practice again and you go, right, how was that? We go, oh, that's pretty good.
A bit better, yeah.
We've had a woman, I can't mention, she's been on probably 4 of our pitch events. She's now raising on Seeders, and she's raised money, right? And she was rabbits in a headlight in the first event with us, and we just helped. Yeah? And that's what we're here to do. So yeah, I can't say anything else other than that.
No, thank you. It's actually cool just to be, even though it's not in the flesh, like in a room full of.
We can have a separate call, and I'll go, no, that was crap. Don't do this. Don't do
yeah.
Which is basically what we do. And we only have, on the practice pitch event, we normally only have 10, 12 companies pitch, which is free. We have Anthony Rose from SeedLegals, and Anthony will go, you shouldn't have said that, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done this, this is what you should have done, this is what you should have done. Right? And if you're trying to raise capital and get your pitch right, I'm sorry, there's nothing better than what we do.
Cool.
Would you repeat that website again, please?
Sorry, exponential-events.com.
Okay, exponential.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, you Google it and everything else. It's for the practice pitch, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's, yes, we have a go, but it makes the person who's pitching more confident and everything else. Yeah, we don't obliterate them. It's fun.
Yeah, well, in that case, I will save myself for the practice pitch. But,
send me an email. My email is Neal, Neal, at exponential-events.com. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And we'll take you on your journey, and it is just, you will have fun.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's all I have to ask.
Okay. Hey, if you don't get out there, you ain't going to get recognized, and you ain't going to raise money. At least we can put you in a stage where you're in a position to be as good as it gets.
Neal, could I ask a couple of quick questions? One was all the pictures tonight using SeedLegals as a platform. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think maybe 2 or 3 were, but yeah.
Okay. And I wonder, of the people viewing today, if you've been able to glean how many of those are looking to pitch in future at events similar to this, if they haven't already, of course.
Most of our companies will pitch again if they're in a situation that they've actually enabled to do so, i.e., I'm not raising 300 grand and I've got 1 share. Yeah, which is why we work close with SeedLegals, because they're in a position to actually raise. I get companies come to me every day of the week, go, I want to raise 200 grand. You go, okay, fine. How many shares you got? They go, 1.
A lot of work to do.
Well, how on earth are you going to raise 200 grand? Because you can't sell half a share. So the first thing you've got to do is the SOO, whatever it is, SOH 21, upgrade your shareholdings or something or the other. And they go, well, how do I do that? And then you think to yourself, you're not in a position to raise money. Have you got SEIS? Have you got SEIS or EIS? What's that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the ecosystem is very good at filtering in people that haven't got SEIS. That's one of the issues I find when I'm dealing with some of my clients.
Yeah.
So yeah, the feed into these events is
it doesn't have to be SeedLegals, obviously, but I mean, you need to present an opportunity to somebody. Yeah, sorry, I'll turn the video back on. It has to be an issue where you can go, we're raising X for Y, we've got SCIS, advanced assurance or whatever the case is, bang. You know, we want 150, 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand, of which X, Y, Z is that, and our valuation is. I look at, I don't know, well, try not to these days, 10 pitch decks a day. I look at the first page of it. It says, what we're doing. And if I don't understand it, I'll give up anyway. And if I do, then I'll go back down the line to the bottom of it and going, we're asking 300 grand for 20% of the company at a valuation of X, Y, Z.
Yeah, thank you for answering that. We just got our advanced assurance just a couple of days back, so it's a nice position to be in, closing and bootstrapping around tomorrow. And then,
I mean, my advice to you is pitch, full stop.
I actually love pitching. I'm kind of, I've been held back for quite a few months, so it's
you know, not just with us, but everybody. I mean, what's happened in the lockdown is companies we used to deal with have started doing pitching events for their clients. Yeah. Which is fine, but they don't have necessarily investors there. I'm not talking about Seeders or Crowdcube or something like that, but just generally, you know, we used to run the best pitch events in London with companies that used to come to us and actually raise money through us events. Now they're going, oh, pitch event. Othership, or which was We Coffee or Robot Mascot and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, well, yeah.
Oh, thank you for tonight. Very enjoyable. Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. You're welcome. Right. Boys
Thank you very
and
much,
girls.
Neil. Take care.
Hey, Ando. You look after yourself.
Likewise, Neil. Looking forward to speaking again.
Hey, I'll find out this poll later. Hey, buddy.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, take care.
Thanks.
Cheers, Neil. See you later.
Thanks, Neil. I'll talk to you on email.
Hey, Gareth, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Especially about events in silly things like, what do you call it? Theatres.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
An old mate of mine used to play Phantom years ago. Yeah.
Love it.
So, yeah, good. You take care.
Yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.